YouTube, it's me, the Tinman. Just chilling, kicking back here. And I brought up my YouTube. I know I've changed maybe a little bit on my aggressiveness or something on my channel. But I've just noticed my numbers just dropping big time. And I think it's because, you know, I've done my educational process that people need to hear about. It could be refined, it could be done better, whatever. I've told you from the very beginning that to us humans, glamour and all that kind of stuff, like getting pats on the back and all that kind of stuff, we know it's a psychological kind of balancing us humans are using that for. And so if we're using that for that, like a woman who wants to hear her man every day say he loves her, or else she starts to feel a little bit upset in the heart or something, she could maybe build that stronger and realize he still is that man that still loves her as much. Or, and this is just strictly an example. Or, in some cases, you can make your heart strong, not stronger, but meaner. Well, there's a retaliation on why that guy doesn't say that every day anymore. Or you can make it smarter, like we were saying. I was saying the first time, where you're starting to, understand it and understand his busyness and look at his love in different ways. When he comes home and he's showing you the paycheck and he says, "Look at how good we did this month," whatever. I don't know. And because that takes time and dedication and heart to be working hard on that. And if your man's not there, just work to get him there again, right? But whatever. Maybe some men can't get there. I don't know. Like me, through my injury here, I've had to be recuperating myself pretty much 100% myself, down to just recently I'm trying to get through to the doctor levels, and they're always going, What? Why are you here? What's wrong with you? What's going on? And it's kind of like, don't you guys get it that I'm just telling you what's wrong with me? And I don't have to be put into an insane asylum or something like that. Whatever. So anyways, I was saying that, not a lot of views and stuff. So I'm just going to kick back. I don't even know if I'm going to upload. I'll probably not be able to get away by not uploading, but, I'm chilling with the guys and stuff, and, it's my own thing that I'm not turning on the camera as much when I'm out there at my night spots and chilling. And every night spot I choose to go to, they are there 100%, 100% at every spot that I choose to stay. I mean, in the future here, I might decide to stay at, some kind of a place where I would know they're not. They venture through, but not necessarily have a close habitat or something as that. A hangout spot or something, then, that. But to the most part, right now, I drive to locations where I know they are, and now I have 1, 2, 3... because I've just included this one where I stayed the last 2 nights. It's going to be a little bit more on my sleeping place. It's an inner town one, and it's pretty quiet, it's pretty peaceful and stuff, and I don't, like, even right now I got my window open, I'm hearing a lot of machinery, like manufacturing places here, the train tracks right here, planes, it's all that kind of thing that goes on, and that's the stuff that I need to start avoiding harsher, get stricter with. And that's part of the reason why I'm seeing an advantage taken here and realizing that I'm not pushing hard to be that billionaire, write all these books on all my theories and stuff like that. Actually, I have thought about one in particular thing where I'm going to put forth as kind of a little bit of a contest to any ladies or gentlemen. I'm thinking more ladies, because some of my ladies that watch might be into this. And yeah, so I'm just kind of putting that together right now in my mind and seeing what I would do to make it worth their while of that interaction of what I would be talking about. So anyways, yeah, but that would be a separate video. It's just like I said, I'm popping that one around in my head, so yeah, I don't know. I'm going to see my pops today, and maybe, you know, I'm just going to go one more level of an attempt with him. And, you know, and straight up, if you don't want me to bother you with any of this stuff, then, you know, I'm not even going to be bothering much on YouTube. If he says, yeah, bother me, like after we have our little get-together and stuff, and he sees what he sees, you know, understands it how he does. And if he says, yes, I want this to keep going, or whatever type thing, or not necessarily he would say that, but, you know, if he gives me any kind of an encouragement, then I don't know how my blood will boil at that point, right? When you're sitting here and you got nobody sitting beside you. Yesterday I had my first get-together with a human being, where I'm not a get-together on purpose. They just happened to be in my area, stopped, and we talked, and next thing you know, we probably hung out for an hour and a half. It was based on this person went for a walk, and they just asked me if, you know, where that trail went, and I said, as far as I know, it just goes, you know, blah, blah, blah. And so they went on that walk, came back. The pigeons are doing around. Anyways, so they went on a walk up that trail and stuff, came back. So then, you know, why... It was a female, and why she's coming back down, she keeps looking over her shoulder like that, right? And so I asked her, I said, what's the matter, something spooky up there or whatever? And then anyways, that led into us having a conversation, because she was really quite easily able to talk about, you know, stuff, and she was really entertaining to my thoughts on me being able to see another person standing here and using her perception of what's going out in the forest. And I didn't, I know they hang out there and stuff. I had a few noises and kind of within the barking of a hoof, monkeyish kind of bass sound. I heard a number of those around a couple of times, so I wouldn't doubt that they were around there. But she was claiming she was having visuals and, you know, different things like this going on, so I just left her opinion to be as ripe as it could be. I didn't try to block it down at all or anything like that, and it was kind of a fun conversation. And yeah, it encouraged me enough that I decided to go back there again last night and crash there again last night. And it's kind of nice because if I go there early enough, then I can get up early enough and change my schedule to be like that instead of a later. Rather an early for now. But I'm yakking lots, so maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just jump on and do vlogs or something and kind of just post an update where I'm at and such. I'm still going to videotape, like I still plan on... I have some plans what I want to do, but I'm just blocked on going forward with my plans, so I'm working through some things. Like, I just let my aunt know that I'm working through dealing with workers' compensation now, because she watches the show and stuff, and she might pick up on a difference or whatever, so that I'm dealing with workers' compensation, and, you know, and she also herself knows that they can be in, you know, that world organization of work compensation that is really connected, and how they treat people throughout the world. Anyways, you got to think about it, it's insurance, and there's control there, especially when you go with workers' compensation, so you could see how it would be world-based, even though not necessarily everything's the same value of fairness everywhere. But, yeah, my insurance policy, I don't, you know, they're helping me out with a claim of 11%. even if they went to 50%, then I would be getting treated better than what I do in my full package of insurance. And yeah, doing better, and they would be being more responsible for it. But they should be just taking it on 100%, give me 100% pension, and I'm continuing to try to figure out a way that I can start making money. I don't have a problem figuring out how to be busy and stuff, and to turn this what I do, maybe, but I can't get there until because I got this severe tinnitus, hyperacusis, screaming thing going on in my head all the time and stuff. I don't want to deal with paperwork. I got my little book going again too, where I was starting to do my, get into daily writing journals or whatever type thing, and I just can't break through it very well. Not that I'm giving up. I like that process and I want to continue it. Right now I'm looking around at the building construction. Seeing how some of it's fabricated, how they tied the part in and stuff. So, thinking and working and stuff is in my blood. I want to keep doing it. I'm just bummed because I'm unphysical very well. And I was always a very physical person, right? And now on this side I can't even hardly make a muscle. So you tell me about that. I don't know if you could see a difference, but there's a big difference, and it all flows this shoulder and this neck and stuff. And then if I start to go too aggressive, it starts to pull in the muscles from this side of my head, and it really separates this half of my head body. It's really weird. It's just a package of drag, and this side is normal, along with everything else, other than my muscles cramping here because I tried to show off too much. Peace out from the Tinman. I'm around. You got any questions or anything? Ask. Peace.